and go.
I'm so excited for our trip tomorrow.
Crazy, Angie.
I've never been anywhere but one of the places that we're going on our trip. I've been to Louisville, I've been to Chicago, but everywhere else we're going, nope. Haven't been there ever. Never been to California, never been to Beijing, never been to Tokyo, never seen the ocean, never flown. Very excited. Oh, and I've never been not to my roller coaster.
Yeah.
And I get to do it all with my sweetie.
Yes.
He is the one taking this video. He's very hot.
Yes, the off season for us officially ends tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to hold that.
What do you want me to hold?
Not very far. 2013 coaster season, Knott's Berry Farm will open up tomorrow.
Yes.
Flight is expected to land around 12:40, I believe, California Pacific local time.
Happy Andy.
We'll pick up the rental
Blurry
car
Rob.
and head our way straight over to Knott's Berry Farm and open up the 2013 coaster season on Montezuma's Revenge.
Yes.
Company. And hopefully Accelerator will be open. Silver Bullet, my favorite B&M inverts, as well as all the other coasters.
Accelerator better be fucking open.
Accelerator was closed last time I was there.
Ugh.
I think that was in June, but when it was our last winter, it was open. It's open. The only coaster I'm guessing that won't be open is Ghost Rider, but Ghost Rider is not get in. Usually they do winter maintenance on it.
But I need my credit.
Oh, we'll be back there to pick up our credits.
I want to be a credit hoe.
But other first for me, we'll start with tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's obviously February.
Light.
Believe it or not, I've never actually flown on a plane in February, and I've never ridden a roller coaster in February. So that'll be new tomorrow. So we'll be there. Let's see, the journey starts around, I think we're going to try and leave here around 5:30, get there into Louisville around 6:30, about an hour and a half before our flight takes off. The journey tomorrow consists of Louisville up to Chicago O'Hare, about an hour and a half, on an Embraer 145, I believe it is.
Ooh.
About a 2-hour layover at O'Hare, and then O'Hare on down to, on over to Los Angeles. About 4.5 hours en route for that one. Is it still going?
Yeah, it was just bitching that you have a low battery.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully the battery will. Huh?
And we get to do plane spotting.
Yes, and we get to do plane spotting.
Oh, big giant ball of light.
Speaking of planes and shit.
And planes and shit.
Shit. Basically, for the first 3 legs of the trip, Angie's going to start small and go big. Yeah, I know, that's what she said.
Yeah.
But I'll explain
I like it big.
I explain what I mean by that. The first leg, as I said, Louisville to Chicago, it's going to be on an Embraer 145. That's got a... that's so cute. That's got a seat layout, a 1-2 seat layout, 1 seat on the left, or 1 seat on one side, 2 on the other side. Then when we go to LA, Chicago to LA, we'll be on a 757. I've actually I've flown on a few 757s, but they're very uncommon to fly on, so Angie's getting a pretty good luck with that one.
Ooh, I get to ride the big plane.
757 is wider. It's this 3-3 seat layout, 3 seats on one side, 3 seats on the other. And then we'll be in LA for the next 2 nights, obviously, and then when we go from LA to Beijing, we will be hopping on what I like to call the Big Bird.
Ooh. Tell us more about the Big Bird.
The Big Bird, also commonly known as the long haul flights, these will be on a 777, I believe a -300. These have a 3-4-3 seat layouts. They're wide-ass motherfuckers. Obviously designed for the long haul flights. We're looking at around 12 hours, 50 minutes from Los Angeles on over to Beijing. In fact, if we come over here to the computer, we'll show you our rough routes for that flight. Due to the curvature of the Earth, folks, we're actually going to be over land probably about 95% of this flight.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I didn't even know that.
There's Los Angeles right there. Doesn't say it. If I zoom in far enough, you'll see it. But obviously, we're going to take off due north, probably northwest here, fly pretty much right over San Francisco Bay. Might even see the Golden Gate Bridge. Fly just due west of Seattle and fly up the part of Canada here up towards Alaska. And then I gotta go this way. There we go. We'll make our way more westward once we get up through this way. Fly over Alaska, and then we'll go over part of the Bering Sea here. And once we get up there, we'll be about the halfway point. We'll start curving our way back down southwestern. And then hit this part of Russia, the northeastern part of Russia and Asian continent. And make our way down over this part, over the part of the North Korea.
Ugh.
And then, yeah, we don't have to land there. But,
Thank God.
And then make our final approach into Beijing from the northeastern direction. So that's our flight route, rough flight route. But yeah, most people think you fly over the Pacific, but no, it's actually mostly going to be over land due to
So,
curvature of the Earth.
will I still get to see the ocean?
You'll still get to see the ocean.
Yes. Ah, your face is
Either
in
way.
a big ball of light.
Oh, is the phone being
No,
stupid?
the lamp.
Oh, the
the
lights,
lamp was
okay.
being stupid. The
Let's
lamp was
see
being
here.
rather lampish.
Get that.
Zoom.
Oh yeah, Angie will
Hi.
experience. Angie will experience her first 27-hour day tomorrow.
27.
Yeah.
Woo!
27 hours. People have flown out to the West Coast. Obviously, it's California is 3 hours back from U.S. Standard Time. So we're gonna once we get to Chicago, we'll be on Central Time, and then be an hour there.
That's just me jumping up and down.
And then from Chicago to L.A., we'll pick up another couple hours there. Pacific is 2 hours behind Central. Central's 1 hour behind us. So it'll be 3 hours total difference, giving us
Yes.
the 27-hour day for tomorrow. Be a little jet lag, but not near as much as when we actually get there.
And he has a
Beijing,
little.
I got a little cheat sheet covering all the pre-departure stuff.
Yes.
The international dateline.
It's a not so little cheat sheet because you are awesome.
Yes, the international dateline is a fun experience, both ways. We actually take off on the 19th, or no, the 21st, which is Thursday. We'll fly all through the day. Chase
I
the
love
sun
you.
all the way across the ocean and actually land on the 22nd of February, which is Friday, but there's no sunset in that whole flight, but we land on the second day.
Damn.
Speaking of that, I did some calculations here. We take off. The sunrise in Los Angeles is at 6:31 a.m. on Thursday. The Beijing sunset is at 5:58 p.m., which is going to be light out to about 6:30. So in LA, it's going to be light out starting around 6 a.m. LA time, and then 6:30 p.m. it's going to be about dark in Beijing. And if you convert those over to one time zone, which will just say LA, when we take off in LA, it'll be 6:31 a.m. 6 a.m. it'll start to get light, and when we land, next time it'll get dark, will be around 2:30 a.m. LA time, which is when it gets dark out in Beijing. So after all those calculations are said and done, we're going to be in daylight for about 20 and a half hours straight.
His nerdiness makes me love him lots and lots. I love you.
20.5 hours straight in the middle of winter. Much nuts.
Yes.
Almost a full day of constant sunlight, because we'll be chasing the sun across the ocean. I've never actually done a trans-Pacific flight westbound during the day before. All my trans-Pacific westbound flights have been during the nights. Obviously, I was in Asia last year, and I think the flight left around 11 p.m. and went to Manila, and then continued on to Bangkok, where we had that delay, and I talked to you for like 6 hours.
I want to continue on to Bangkok with you.
Oh, okay. Gladly. Let's see, I got that. Yeah, our long-haul flight takes off at 11:50 a.m. LA time. We get in at 4:40 p.m. Beijing time. We're going to be 13 hours ahead of U.S. Standard Time. Be 8 hours. 8
Goddamn.
hours difference from LA, which is really 16 hours, but it's actually an 8-hour time zone difference. If you put 16 hours together and then 8 hours, makes what? 24 hours, which is the length of a day. That's how you get that.
It still confuses me, but if you have it down, then I'll be good.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but that's what it is. If you want to come back over here, I can kind of explain it with,
Because I'm probably not the only person who will be watching this video that doesn't quite understand.
yeah,
So,
the international dateline is right around here. It actually cuts between Alaska and Russia. Between LA and Beijing, it's an 16-hour difference, but the international dateline right here, it's got to give, so it's actually 16 if you go this way and be on the same day. You got the international date line that kind of cuts it off, so it's really, you're flying over 8 different time zones here. And then the other 16 time zones are the opposite direction if you happen to fly the long way around. So you get 16 hours this way to the international date line, or 16 hours difference here to Beijing, but really 8 time zones this way. So that makes 24 hours. 16 and 8 makes 24 hours.
I'm still confused.
Geography. You already missed. I just can't help, but that's just how it is. But anyways, I think that's all for pre-departure.
Whoa! I almost fell over.
I'll probably do more videos here in a little bit.
Yes.
We'll be getting up at 4 o'clock tomorrow, and
Woo!
be on our way out to Louisville International Airport. New airport credit for me. And we're actually flown out of Louisville. We're into Louisville. And
Oh.
it's first time to ever fly.
We're in Kentucky now, so it's Louisville.
Louisville, yes.
Louisville! Louisville!
Louisville. Hey man, this happened to, you point the camera at the TV, this happened to conveniently be on. This is the remake of The Karate Kid, which, as many as you know, takes place in China, Beijing. They just showed the Forbidden City, which we should have time to do the Forbidden City on time in Beijing.
Yes.
But other than that, we'll be pretty much running all over the place.
Yay!